Ah,
like this.
okay. All right. So we can start.
Live, I just can't see my screen, so you can carry on. I think it's there.
Yes.
Let's try and get back to it.
Let me share my screen and we can start.
Yes.
All right, everyone can see my screen clear. We can go for it.
Yes.
Om Mayana Timirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Jena Tasmai Shri Guruvi Namaha Puja Shri Guru Varga Pandita Mahabhavan Vitayo Shada Purva Paryaparam Prapachalita Pracha Pramurta Pratehe Bhaktir Nirmala Nirjarasa Nibritam Shamrakapam Shadaram Vande Shri Gurudeva Manapta Shira Acharya Varam Nijam Purvabhishta Shukrukam Purvanera Shishasham Mushitham Chantya Chantya Samaste Varinipunam Shri Rupananagam Govinda Pitam Uchwalam Bharatanam Bhakti Anvitam Shandaram Vande Vishwagurincha Divya Bhagavat Janmohi Bijapadam Evam Divyatanam Shiranda Badanam Balarka Chalanchitam Chandrananda Puram Shadeka Varanam Vairabhya Vidyamudim Shri Shidantani Chpakirashadam Saraswatram Varam Vandedam Shpadamadeka Sharanam Yashishkram Shri Dharam Sri Siddhanta Saraswati Vidito Gurya Gurvanvaye Pato Banuriva Prabhatta Gagane Yogur Sankirtane Maya Bharati Mingilo Daragatan Vicha Jivani Man Krishna Prema Shadabdi Gahanna Sukham Prabhum Tam Bhaje Pancha Kalpa Tarubhyascha Kipasindhavacha Patitanam Pavanappo Vishnapapo Namo Namaha Namo Mahabadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namni Guratise Namaha Vrindaya Italashi Devaya Prayaya Kesabasacha Krishna Bhakti Pradidevi Satcho Chainamo Atmanattamanta Gurun Gurunna Bhagavad Hartadan Vyasan Jagat Gurunatva Tattva Jaimaviraya Chai Saparikara Shri Shri Guru Gauranga Gandharva Govinda Sundara Pada Patnam Jayastu Chai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivasadi Gaur Bhakta Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. My humble Dhamma pranams to all the devotees. Thank you all for joining us. It is an honor to be with you all on this Zoom session today. So today we shall continue with our reading from Revealed Truth Chapter 8. And then we'll have a recipe that's being shared by Champakalata didi from Mauritius. And then we'll conclude with some kirtan. So I'm going to share Revealed Truth Chapter 8 and we'll read from there. Let me see if I can share that. There we go. So we stopped Ray Human Birth. That's where we'll start from today. Ray Human Birth. Tapvasu durlabam idam bahu sambhavante manusyam arthadham anityam appiha dhiraha durnam yateta na patet anu mirtyu yavan nishreya saya vishayaha kalu sarvattaha saya. Srimad Bhagavatam 11:9-29. We have crossed over thousands of births to attain this human birth, which is sudurlabha, very rare and difficult to attain. It is only after crossing so many crises and critical positions that this rare human life is now in our hand. It requires so much pious activity to attain a human birth. And somehow we have reached it. We must not forget that it is very rare to attain and can also be lost very easily. Within the human form, we can receive proper consciousness about the perfection of our life, the perfection of our existence, as Jiva souls. In human life, we can realize our spiritual potential. That is, that our only actual duty is to satisfy our Lord Krishna. Jivera Svarubhai Krishnera Nityadas. As Jiva souls, we are all eternal servants of Krishna. Krishna Boli se Jiva Anadi Bahir Mukha Attayeva Maya Tare Deya Samshara Dukkha. Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila 20.117. Forgetting Krishna, we have abandoned his service, come to this material world, and experienced so many forms of suffering amidst the waves of birth and death. Now in our fortunate life as humans, we have the opportunity to get liberation from our heavily conditioned position and find the proper help and strength we need to engage in Krishna's service. Full dedication without hesitation. There is really only one question in our lives. How may we be supremely benefited? And there is only one answer. Satisfy Krishna and you will get the supreme benefit of life. Here in Srimad Bhagavatam, it is expressed. Purnam. Immediately try to get that result. If you have any sobriety about your position, do not wait 1 second. It is not necessary to wait 1 second to get that result. Immediately start. And until death, try for the supreme benefit of your life. Nishreyasaya means the super benefit of your spiritual life and the super benefit of your mundane life. Krishna consciousness will give you everything. Vishaya kalu sarvattaha saya. Eating, sleeping, fearing, and enjoying are possible in every birth, in every species. We will experience that sort of enjoyment in every birth. Only in human birth do we have the opportunity to get the supreme benefit of our life, Krishna consciousness. Yavat acchaye prana, dehe acche shakti, tavat karaha Krishna pada patme bhakti. Chaitanya Bhagavat Madhya Kanda 1.342. So long as there is life and strength in your body, try to dedicate yourself to the service of Krishna's service. So, pause there. Anyone would like to comment, or has anybody got any questions? So we know there's 8,400,000 species of life in this universe, and human beings, they are a very small minority amongst the variety of species. So it is very, very difficult to attain this human life, this human body. And it comes after many, many thousands of births. After many, many thousands of births in different species, we finally get a human body.
Can I ask one question?
Sorry?
Can I ask one question?
Yes, Steve.
Just if we to fall down back into animal life or different body other than the human form, how do we come back to the human form? How is that possible?
Yes. So Jiva souls in the different bodies, insect body, animal body, plant body, they will have to go through all the different species of life again, and slowly, slowly come to animal body and then back to human body. But through some good fortune, we see that in the position of a cow, for example, the devotees, they take the milk from the cow and they offer that to the Lord. And with the cow's milk, they're making different kinds of milk products, they're offering it to Krishna. So the devotee who is doing that, he's getting some benefit, and the cow who's giving the milk gets some benefit. So that cow doesn't have to go through all the different stages. Automatically, that cow in this next life will come to the human form to get opportunity to do more service to the Lord. Similar, like in the position of a plant, when the devotee is taking that flower from the plant and offering to the Lord, that plant automatically is getting some benefit, like that. So even in the plant body, that living entity is doing some service through the devotee, like that.
I heard, I don't know if it's right, but if when offering a flower, then in that plant's next life becomes a human. Is that correct?
That's what I've heard as well. So this is a very special position of a devotee, like that. He is actually engaging not only other human beings or other devotees, he's also engaging other living entities in service to the Lord. Like we mentioned, the cow, the flower from a plant, fruit from a mango tree. That mango tree gets benefit. So like that. So again, everything happens like this in a, you can say, the response time, to go from one species and coming to the human life, that time period is shortened by the, we can say, special mercy of a devotee. So this is why devotees are considered so special. They're not ordinary. They can rescue all, conditioned souls in any form of life. So,
Can I relate into what Kanya Priya just said, like animals that are predators, like alligators or a lion, when it's their nature to behave in a particular way, how do they then progress? You talk about a flower, we pick a flower, we offer it to Krishna. So how does a predator animal progress?
wait, let me stop sharing my screen. Okay. Yeah, so there's a sequence that is followed. We can see from a single cell amoeba all the way to human. There's different stages coming to aquatic life and then coming to a reptile life, like that. So there's different stages. And again, it depends on the karma of that living entity. So everyone's karma is different. Like that. It depends. The path of the jiva soul will depend on their karma. Like that. Previous actions play an important role. So everyone's karma is different. Like that. Everyone's actions are different. Everyone's karma is different. So different stages that they have to go through, different life forms they have to go through to come to human body. It's not exactly all the same. So it will differ in that sense. So, but we have to be in this human form, for us to actually grow our consciousness like that. So what makes it so special? What makes this human birth so special, is that in the lower species, consciousness is suppressed. The intelligence is suppressed there as well. They have intelligence, we can see that. But it is in a suppressed stage, whereas in the human form of life, that consciousness can go from a bud stage to a fully blossomed stage. And we see this like in the case of a flower, we see our flower grows from a bud to a fully blossomed flower. So just like that flower, a pure devotee of the Lord, is also beautified with all the good qualities. And we see these good qualities in this pure devotee, it's all manifested in his heart. And just like that fully blossomed flower, it beautifies everything around it. So a pure devotee of the Lord, when his consciousness is fully blossomed, also he becomes, everyone can see that beauty within him. And everyone that comes in contact with him, they automatically, slowly but surely, they start to also make advancement through his association, like that.
Okay, thank you.
So Gurudev is saying we are not just human beings, we are not just spirit souls. He's quoting there, Jivara Swarupai Krishna Nityada. So, we're not just human beings, we're saying, okay, we are human beings, and one part of, oh, these are animals, these are bird species, these are human beings. Now we are in human body. But we are more than that. We're not just in the human body, we're not just human beings. Then you hear some people saying, oh, we're more than the human body. We're more than the body, we're higher than the senses, we're higher than the mind, we're higher than the intelligence. We're higher than the false ego. We are jiva souls. But actually we are more than that. And here we see Srila Gurudev is quoting this shloka, Jivera Swarubhai Krishnera Nityada. What is our Swarup? What is our real position? We are eternal servitors of Krishna. Nityadas means eternal servitors. That is our real position. That is something we need to understand. So many people can be in the human body, but they cannot realize their full potential, and they cannot realize what is their real position. Okay.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Adhakshaja Prabhu, you'd like to add something? Maybe you can say something to what I've said.
Very beautiful, Prabhu. Very instructive and very good answer. Appreciate it.
Krishna. Srila Gurudev is explaining everything in revealed truth in a very nice, simple way for us to understand. share this. I just wanted to go back to the verse I just mentioned. One line. Here we are. Jivera Svarupai Krishnera Natyadas. So this is our real position. Not everybody realizes this when they come to the human body, when they come to the human platform. They do not come to this understanding. We are Nityadas, eternal servants of Krishna. This is our real position. Okay. So, next up over here. Next part is sleeping in illusion. Maybe Adakshaja Prabhu, you'd like to read from here? Sorry, Prabhu, I think you're on mute.
Because we are bewildered by Maya and asleep to who we are and what is in our own best interest. We do not engage ourselves in Krishna's service and foolishly suffer through so many forms of material difficulty. The scriptures compare the sufferings of the conditioned soul to a man dreaming that a tiger is coming to attack him. Within his dream, the sleeping man feels very fearful and suffers great pain. Within his dream, he cries out, "Tiger, tiger, ah, save me, save me." If any of his friends are awake nearby, what will they do? If they are intelligent, they will see that their friend is only dreaming and try to wake him up. They won't search for a stick to scare away the tiger or anything like that. They will only try to wake him up. Wake up, wake up. There is no tiger attacking you. You're simply dreaming in your bed. When the sleeping person awakens, he will see, oh, there is no tiger attacking me actually. I was only dreaming.
Very nice. It's a nice example given by Gurudev. So maybe you want to comment on that? Anyone would like to comment? Any questions on that?
Just one thought. It's but I was thinking, you know, when something great happens in a life, or something quite heavy, like even just with the passing of our beloved Gurudev, everything seems insignificant. You know, sometimes we have all these problems in our lives, and this is what this reminds me of. That we, you know, so only this problem or this happened and this and this, but actually, when we really think about it, what really matters, you know, what are we really doing, and just that reminded me of this feeling. Actually,
I heard that this was actually a true incident that took place in our month. One devotee was having this dream, and some devotees were walking past and they heard him in his dream. He was shouting. You know? They went into his room and they woke him up. So this took place in Navadvip. That's what I was hearing from one of the devotees. So it's a very nice analogy Gurudev is giving me. Yeah. We are living in this dream world. Actually, we are in the dream of Mahavishnu. Through Mahavishnu's dream, everything is being manifested. All the universes are coming into play, all being created and destroyed. So we are living in his dream. We are living in the imagination about Brahma, like that. So unless somebody wakes us up, then what do we really know? You know, we're always going to remain in that sleeping state. So Srila Shira Maharaj, we hear in how he says, you know, awake, arise, search for Sri Krishna, reality the beautiful. So we need to wake up. So that person who is in that state, you know, of being awake, widely awake, they can wake us up. Not somebody who is also sleeping. No, somebody who is awake. Somebody who understands that we are sleeping in this lap of Maya, you know. So they can come and pull us out from this, you know, wake us up. Otherwise, it's not possible. On our own, we cannot wake up. Not possible. So Maya's web, this illusory energy, is compared to a spider's web. And I was reading this nice analogy, how very easily an insect can get trapped. Once it enters the web, it gets stuck. And no matter how hard it tries to free itself from this web, it cannot free itself. It's stuck in that web. Right? Unless someone goes and pulls that insect out and then throws it aside, then only the insect is free. Otherwise, it cannot. On its own, it can't escape that web. So in that very same way, you know, we are praying to the Vaishnavas. You know, we are drowning. My destiny is so powerful, you know, and it has pulled me in this ocean of Maya, and I'm drowning in this ocean. So, you know, Thakura Vaishnava Gana, Koriye Nevedan, like that. We sing in the song in the morning, and in the song it's explained there. Oh, my dear Vaishnava, you please grab me by the hair and pull me to the shore. Like that. I am drowning in this ocean of misery, in this ocean of suffering. I have no strength on my own to come out. You grab me by the hair, pull me to the shore, and you save me. Like that. So those who have crossed over this, you know, ocean of nescience, this ocean of misery, they are on the plane of transcendence, you know, and they have got the power to come and save us. They can pull us. You know. So yeah, we're always praying like that to the Vaishnavas. So that's why we see Shilacharya, they're always reminding us, sing the songs in the morning, sing the songs in the evening. You know, everything is found there in the songs. Because the song is a way of us expressing our heart's desire, you know, like to our Guru, to the Vaishnavas, to the Lord. Like, please help us, you know. Without your help, without your mercy, we are lost. You know. On our own, we do not have that power.
Is that, would you say, that the importance of regular sadhana and fixed sadhana, so that even if we don't feel it, we can somehow, with some sincerity, try and make some progress?
Yes, definitely. On our own, we can practice, but more than that, Gurudev is saying two things we need. One is strong faith, and the other is good association. Strong faith and good association, that we must have. Then we can easily proceed. Otherwise, it's very difficult to make progress in spiritual life. It is by the mercy of the Vaishnavas that actually we can make progress. They will teach us, they will rectify our faults, they will correct us. Otherwise, who is going to correct me if I'm making mistakes? I wouldn't know if I'm making a mistake. I think, oh, I'm doing everything right, it is perfect, and I will carry on. Unless my teacher comes and says, oh, this is wrong, you're doing it the wrong way, therefore the result will be wrong. You'll never get to the desired result. So you need to correct yourself. So the Vaishnavas, Guru will come and correct us. Yeah. And we see, it is to their mercy that we will correct ourselves, make proper adjustment, and then make progress. But on our own, no. Like that. Okay, so we'll continue. Can do a little more reading and then. Kanupriya, did you like to read?
I can, yes.
Okay.
The conditioned jiva souls, the condition, awakening to our real interest. The conditioned jiva soul's position is like the dreaming man. All the conditioned souls are sleeping in their bodies under the influence of Maya's illusionary environment. The jiva soul suffering in this world, which is really only the suffering of their minds and bodies, is like the suffering felt by a sleeping person within a dream. To leave behind that suffering, it is only necessary to wake up. If the conditioned jiva souls can wake up to their real identity as souls, they will automatically understand everything and see that all of their suffering is only part of Maya's illusion. Tasmad idam jagat ashesham ashat svarupam svarnabham ashta dishanam puru dukha dukhanam dukham. Srimad Bhagavatam 10:14-22. The jiva souls will see that the play of the material universe is simply a passing show put on by Maya in which their consciousness is covered by illusion, and they suffer so many varieties of sorrow, as though within a dream. Under the influences of Maya and karma, the jiva souls pass through so many challenges. Yaya sammohito jiva atmanam tri gunatmukam paropi manute nartham tat kritam chabi padyate. Srimad Bhagavatam 175. When the jiva souls are deluded by Maya, they foolishly believe they are products of material nature, even though their very nature is superior to matter. Bound by identification with matter, and they try to exploit the illusionary energy and then suffer the reactions of their misconceived actions. Sorry for any mistakes I've made them.
Okay, anyone like to comment or any questions on that?
I'm just curious about the, that what you were mentioning earlier about that it's, also our karma and how we should accept that, also our position. Is sometimes a difficult thing, right, to accept our karma. And what is happening in this our lifetime is due to our own actions. And how to understand.
This material universe, is governed by the laws of karma, repeated birth and death, from the topmost plane of Lord Brahma down to the lowest hellish planet. All living entities are under the laws of repeated birth and death. Nobody can escape this. Repeated birth and death. Karma. Every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction that is going on. Whether we believe in karma or not, we are always under the law. Whether we believe in reincarnation or not, we will be reincarnated. It is not a matter of what we believe as such. It is a law. We must come to understand the law of the universe, how it works and how it operates. Who will tell us that? Who will teach this? Who will teach this to us? Many people do not believe they will be reincarnated. They believe they live once and that's it. I'm going to heaven. When I leave my body, I'm going to heaven. I'm going to enjoy there. That's their understanding, like that. But they don't understand that they will be reincarnated according to the laws of karma, like that. So again, Maya is very strong, very powerful. She is the perfect servant of the Lord. She's doing a service very nicely, and she will always try, in her way, to pull us away from the service. But when the jiva soul realizes that, that I've tried so much, I've been trying so much, so hard, and I'm trying to, experience this real happiness. Because everybody wants happiness. That's what we all want. We want joy. We want to experience happiness. Nobody wants suffering. Nobody wants pain. But suffering will always come. The pain will always come. Nobody wants to die, but death must come. That is the nature of the material universe, like that. So this happiness that comes to us, it's a very tiny flickering moment in our life. Happiness will come and then it's gone. So it's not permanent. We cannot experience permanent real happiness in a place that is temporary and full of misery. It is not possible. So we must come to the lotus feet of that person, and get proper guidance from that person who knows how to pull us out, who has the strength and energy to pull us out from this material energy. Give us that strength. We have some power within us, no doubt. Every jiva soul has power. Gurudev is saying this, that the jiva soul has got power. Jiva soul can move a tiny body of an ant, and the jiva soul can move a huge body of an elephant. So we all got that power within us, but we don't know that. But Hanumanji knows that. Gurudev is saying, Hanumanji knows that. In one jump, he can cross the entire ocean. He can do that. But we don't know our real own power. We cannot realize that. But when we come in the association of the sadhus, the Vaishnavas, they tell us, this is your real position. You've been sleeping in the lap of the witch Maya for so long. Now wake up. This is your real position. Come and serve. But one thing many of us do not realize, we think that now that we've come to Krishna consciousness, automatically all the karma just vanishes like that. No, it does not work like that. We've acquired that karma. The bad karma that I've acquired, I am responsible for that. Not my guru, not the Vaishnavas. I cannot say, oh, now that I've come to the lotus feet of Guru, he will now immediately absorb all my karma and then I am free now. I got no more bad karma on my plate. I've got a clean slate, like that. It does not work like that. No. I must take full responsibility of the karma that I acquired. I must be responsible for it. Whatever comes to me, I must understand. It is coming through my actions. It is my fault. I am to blame. And I must take full responsibility of it. But that must not stop me from my service to my Guru, service to the Lord. That must not stop. So like this, my karma may come, it may knock me down a little, but if I have faith in my Guru, I will wake up again and continue with myself. And again, if some karma comes again and knocks me in a certain way, depends on my level or the intensity of the karma, how much I may fall, still, my faith in my Guru will pick me up again and I will continue with my service again. I must not stop. I must not blame anyone for this bad karma that has come to me. That's the last thing we should think of. But we see this happening all the time. People are trying to enjoy in this material world. They're trying to exploit others, exploit the environment. And when some bad karma is coming to them, what happens? They blame other people. They blame the environment. They blame the Lord. Oh, every day I'm saying my prayer, but now the Lord is not helping me when I'm going through this difficult time. The first thing they do is to cast blame. Like that. And this is totally wrong. I must take responsibility for my own actions, for my own karma. Like that. I am to blame. Srila Guru Maharaj, Srila Shri Maharaj is saying this in his lecture. This is the shortest path to Goloka Vrindavan. All blame on one's own shoulders. And then I shall proceed. Jai Gurudev. Please forgive my offense. I am speaking, so sometime I may make some mistakes. So please feel free to correct me. Adakshaja Prabhu, anything you'd like to add? Please comment. I don't know much. I'm only sharing whatever I've read and whatever I have heard.
Gurudev all the time encouraging us to follow the real path. I've given the good example from the web, you see, and then he has pulled us out, and now we must walk the way he has shown us. And we are sure to reach our goal. Okay, that's all, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhuji, it's true what you're saying. Gurudev has given us everything. Everything. Yeah. He has given us everything. So nothing is, done automatically. It's like not like I can sit here and automatically expect myself to change, my consciousness to change. It doesn't work like that. No. It's only when we come in contact with that person, who has got that power in him. Like Adakshaja Prabhu is explaining Gurudev, by his mercy, by his grace, then change comes within us. It's not that I can sit here and automatically expect to change. Now, I'll sit here and no, it doesn't work. It's only when I follow my Gurudev's instructions, what he's saying. Yes, Gurudev, as you're saying, I will follow that. By your grace, I will try and do this. On my own, I cannot do. I do not know anything. I'm a very fallen person. I am very sinful. What do I know? But by your grace, I will try to do as you are saying. I'll try to follow. Like that, we can proceed. In that very humble way, we'll try to proceed. We'll try not to follow our mind. We'll try not to follow the opinions of other people. Everybody likes to give their opinions. So, be very, very careful of this. Padam, padam, nabi, padam. Every step of the way, there's danger. Gurudev is telling us there's danger every step of the way. Be very careful on this path that you're traveling. So just listen to what I am saying and don't listen to anything else. Just follow what I am saying, like this. So Srila Gurudev came to Srila Guru Maharaj's lotus feet when he was a young boy, 1947. Srila Guru Maharaj told him, you just have to listen to what I am saying. Yes, Gurudev. Do not listen to your mind. Yes, Guru Maharaj. Two things he told him. Do not listen to your mind, listen to my instruction. And Srila Gurudev did that all his life. And we see he was the perfect example of a servitor. Jai Gurudev. Okay, then we can continue with the next part of the program. Hare Krishna.
Okay, now we're going to share a video that Champakalata didi from Mauritius actually put together. I'm going to share that now. It's a beautiful recipe. Okay.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Dhanavad Pranam. Hope you are all doing well. Today we are going to make something unique, and this can be eaten during Ekadashi also, and is the Tapioca Pakora. So first we need tapioca. This is tapioca, and 500 gram. We need 500 gram and 1 spoon sugar and curry leaves chopped. And this is coriander leaves chopped. And we have tapioca powder, so 1 small cup. And we get this salt according to taste. And we have honey also, and 1 spoon honey. And we grate. First the method of cooking is first we peel and wash the tapioca, and then we grate. And then when we grate it will become like this. See? And then we add curry leaves, and then the coriander leaves, and then 1 spoon sugar, and then 1 spoon of honey, and at last tapioca powder and salt. So we mix all together. Mix all together. Then we make bowl like this. See, like this. Even you can do it with spoon also. 1 spoonful, like this. And then we heat the oil. Heat oil, the frying pan, and we place the bowl. When it is heated, we place the bowl. And deep fry until golden brown. And then when it becomes golden brown, And then at last, it will look like. This is a tapioca pakora. You can eat with chutney, coriander chutney or any coriander, coconut chutney or any chutney you can eat. So it's very tasty, and for Ekadasi is good. So okay, Hare Krishna. Thank you all. Dhanavad.
Dandavad Champakalata didi. Thank you for that beautiful recipe.
Can I ask a question? Didi? At the beginning, she said she grated. Was it sago or potato?
Must just unmute.
Oh. I'm unmuted.
No, you are fine.
Oh, she's there. Sorry. Is she there?
Yeah, it's tapioca.
It's just tapioca.
Yeah.
It's tapioca. So you had the big tapioca?
No,
Any tapioca, and then you just grate the tapioca.
Yeah.
And then do you use tapioca flour also?
Yeah, because just to bind it like
Just 1 cup of the tapioca flour, and then that's quite simple. That looks really nice.
Mm.
It made it look so easy.
And I'm thinking you can use like maybe potato, sweet potato with the same recipe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didi, I think the grating she did was actually from the tapioca, the root, the cassava root. Am I right?
The fresh.
Tapioca is coming from cassava.
Ah,
The cassava root that she grated.
okay.
Am I correct?
Fresh.
Yeah.
So we see the same thing.
Same
Tapioca,
thing, tapioca and cassava.
Cassava, yeah.
Ah, so
So
it
the
was the
cassava root is what she grated. Yeah, it looks
Right.
like it looks like
Potato.
a type of a sweet potato. It's longer, a little more brown in color.
Okay.
So it's something like that. The texture.
And that was just raw, was it?
Yeah.
raw.
So there's the raw root, and then there's the tapioca flour. Yeah.
Flour.
Nice. Wonderful.
The good thing is it's gluten free, so it's much healthier than your normal flour. So it's used in a lot of different types of baking recipes, cooking recipes, smoothies, because it's gluten free, and some people are gluten intolerant, so therefore they use tapioca flour. There's so much of health benefits.
Very nice. Yeah, there are some nice health benefits as well. Like the minerals in tapioca can provide important health benefits. For example, calcium. It's important for keeping your bones strong and preventing the development of osteoporosis. It contains iron. It also helps with the control of heart disease, diabetes, digestive, lowers cholesterol, anemia. So, very good. Very healthy.
That's nice. Thank you.
Okay.
I know also in Mauritius, the devotees like to make sabudana with the tapioca.
Yes.
And mix it with potato. Yeah. That's also quite famous in Mauritius. Very nice.
Okay, we'll go to have some kirtan.
Okay, let me share the songs and then we can start some kirtan. We can start off with Shri Guru Charana Parma.
Does Uma want to sing this song? Uma Didi?
Uma can sing.
Uma Didi, yes, sure.
Another pranam Didi.
श्री गुरु चरणा पद्मा केवल भक्ति सद्मा
हे गुरु
Guru
चरणा
Charana
पद्मा
Padma
केवल
Kevala
भक्ति
Bhakati
सद्मा
Sadma
वंद मुनि सावधाना माते
Namo
नमोई
Savadana
सावधान मते
Mate
जहरा प्रसादे बाई ये भवतरिया जय
Ahara
Hara
prasade
Prasadeva
bhai baba
Baba
toriya
Toriya
कृष्ण प्राप्ति है जह है ते
Krishna
Krishna
prapti
Prapti
hoy
Hoya
jaha hoite
Hoite
गुरु मुख पद्मा वाक्या चित्ते करिया है क्या
Guru mukha
Mukha
padma
Padma
vakya
Vakya
chiteti
Chitete
koriya
Kya
और ना करिया मन हासा
Arana
Arana
koriya mane
Kuriyamana
asha
और ना करिया मन हासा
Arana koriya
Arana
mane asha
Kuriyamana
श्री गुरु चरणे रति ऐसे उत्तम गति
Shri Guru Charane
Charane
Rathi Se Se
Se
Uttama Gati
Magati
ये प्रसादे पूरे सर्वहासा
Jai
Jai
Prasad
Prasade
Prasade
Pure
Pure
Sarva
Sarva
Asha
ये प्रसादे पूरे सर्वहासा
Jai
Ye
Prasade
Prasade
Pure
Pure
Sarva
Sarva
Asha
चक्षुदिन दिल जय जन्म जन्म प्रभु शयी
Sattu
Sakshudan
Dano
Dano
Dilo
Dilo
Jai
Je
Janme
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 Prabhu
Prabhu Se
Se
दिव्य ज्ञान हृदय प्रकाशिता
Nitya
Divya
Divya
Jnana
Gyan
Hriday
Hiri
Prakashito
Prakasito
प्रेम भक्ति जहाँ वैते है विद्या विनाश जते
Prema
Prema
Bhakti
Bhakti
Jaha Hoite
Yahoiti
Avidya
Avidya
Vinasha Jate
Vinasajati
वेद गाय जहर चरिता
Vedagaya Jahara
Gayara
Charito
Charito
श्री गुरु करुणा सिंधु हदम जनर बंधु
Shri
Guru
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 Karuna
Karuna
Sindhu
Sindhu
Adama
Adama
Janara
Janara
Bandhu
Bandhu
लोकनाथ लोकेर जीवाना
Lokanath
Nata
Lokanath
Jivana
Jivana
आह प्रभु कोर दया देह मोरे पद छाया
Aha Prabhu
Mahaprabhu
Kora
Kora
Doya
Doya
Deho
Deho
More
More
Pada
Pada
Chaya
Chaya
ये हदमल हिल शरणा
Yagamala Hira Sharana
Sarana
अमिशार नीलम
Sharanila
अभय
Saranila
श्रीपाद पद्मा शारनीलम
Abhaya
Abhay
Shripad
Sri Pada
Padme
Padme
Sharanila
हमें
Saranila
दया कर हे
Doya
Amay
Koro
Doya
He
Koro
पतित
He
पावन श्री गुरुदेव दया कर हे
Pati
Patin
Pavan Shri
Pavan Shri
Guru De
Gurudev
Doya
Doya
Koro
Koro
He
He
आदम पतित जने दया कर हे
Adama
Atma
Patita
Patite
Jene
Jene
Doya
Doya
Koro
Koro
He
He
जय गुरुदेवा जय गुरुदेवा गुरुदेवा जय गुरुदेवा
Jaya
Jaya
Guru
Guru
Deva
Deva
Jaya
Jaya
Guru
Guru
Deva
Deva Guru
Guru
Deva
Deva
Jaya
Jaya Guru
Guru Deva
Deva
जय गुरुदेवा जय गुरुदेवा गुरुदेवा जय गुरुदेवा
Jaya
Jaya Guru
Guru
Deva
Deva
Jaya
Jaya
Guru
Guru
Deva
Deva
Guru Deva
Deva
Jaya
Jaya Guru
Guru Deva
Deva
जय गुरुदेव श्री नरोत्तम ठाकुर की जय
Dhanavad
Praneshwari
Ganesh
Didi.
Didi.
Namaste.
Pranams, pranams. I'm sorry I'm so late. I'm coming from another program. Sorry.
It's not a problem.
Not to be sorry, Didi. We're happy to have the association.
And now that you're here, you can sing the next kirtan.
I was trying to escape.
No escaping.
Always happy to hear you sing, Didi.
Hare Krishna. Ohe Vaishnava Thakura Dayaro Shagara Edashi Karuna Kori.
Ohe Vaishnava Thakura Dayara Sakara Shekara Nakori
Priya Pada Chaya Shadoye Amare Tomara Charana Dori.
Iya pada chaya sadase amare tomara charana dori.
Jaya Vega Doni Jaya Dosha Shodhi Jaya Guna Deho Dashi.
Jaya Veda Domi Jaya Dosa Shodhi Jaya Gunna
Dehodashi.
Jaya Satsanga Deho He Amare Bosachi Shangera Yashi.
Jaya
Satsanga
Satsanga Dehe
amare
Amare Basachi
Basachi
Shangera
Ekaki Amar Nahi Pai Bolo Harinama Sankirtane.
Ekaki Hamara
Naipaya bolo Harinama Sankirtane.
Tumi kripa kari Shara Bindu Diya Deho Krishna Namodane.
Tumi
Tumi kripa kori
Kori
Sarabindu
Sadabindiya
diya
Deha
Deho
Krishna
Krishna
Namadane
Krishna se tomar, Krishna dite paro, tomara shakati yache.
Krishna
Krishna
se
te
tumara
tomara,
Krishna
Krishna
dite
dite
paro
paro,
tumara
tumara
sakatiyache
sakatiyache.
Amito kangal, Krishna Krishna boli, daita vo pache pache.
Amita
Amito
Kanga Krishna
kanga, Krishna
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 Bole
boli,
Nahitava Pachi
pache
Pachi
pache.
Amidaita vo pache pache.
Amidai
Amidai
tava,
Tava
pache
Pachi
pache.
Pachi
Krishna dana pavarashe daitavo pache pache.
Krishna
Krishna
Dana
Dana Pavarase
Pavarase
Daitava
Dahitava Pachi
Pache
Pachi
Pache
Tumi dile udite paro.
Tumi Dite
Dio
Dite
dite
Paro
paro.
Krishna tomari yo dido yedan. Tumi dile udite paro.
Krishna
Krishna
Tomar
Toma
Hridayadan
Hridayedan
Tumi
Tumi
Dilo
Dilyo
Dite
Dite
Paro
Paro.
Krishna deva shakti darao. Tumi dile udite paro.
Krishna
Krishna
Deva
Deva
Shakti
Shakti Dara
Dara
Tumi Dilyo Dite
Dite
Paro.
Paro
Vaishnava Thakur, Vaishnava Thakur, Vaishnava Thakur, Daya Vaishnava Thakur.
Dayal Vaishnava
Vaishnava
Thakur
Thakur
Dayal
Jai
Vaishnava
Vaishnava Thakur
Thakur Vaishnava
Vaishnava
Thakur
Thakur
Dayal
Jai
Vaishnava
Vaishnava
Thakur
Thakur
Daya Vaishnava Thakur, Vaishnava Thakur, Vaishnava Thakur, Daya Vaishnava Thakur.
Dayal Vaishnava
Vaishnava
Thakur Dayal Vaishnava Thakur
Thakur
Vaishnava
Vaishnava
Thakur
Thakur Jai
Dayal Vaishnava
Vaishnava
Thakur
Thakur
Shri Vaishnava Thakur ki jai.
Jai.
Depada Kamala. Abhishek Prabhu, you like to chant?
I try.
Okay.
Nitai Pada Kamala Koti Chandra Sushitala
Nita Pada Kamala
Kamala
Koti
Koti
Chandra
Chandra
Sushitala
Sushitala
Chaya Jagat Jurai
Chaya Jagat
Jurai
Nitai Bine Bhai Radha Krishna Paite Nai
Eno Nito Jine Bhai Radha
Radha
Krishna
Krishna
Paite Nahai
Krida Kare Dharani Tai Pai
दृढ़
Ida
करी
Kori
धरनीते
Dharanitai
पाया
ते संबंध नाही यार ब्रीता जन्म गेलता
ते संबंध नाही
Nahiya
मृत जन्म गेलो
Tara
ते पशु बर दुराचार
से
पशु
पशु
बड़
बड़
दुराचार
निताय न बोलिल मुखे माझिल संसार सुखे
निताय न बोलिले
मुखे
मोखे
मजिलो
मजिलो
संसार
संसार
सुखे
सुखे
विद्याकुले की करिबे तार
विद्या
विद्या
कुले
कुले
की
की
करी
बेटा
विद्याकुले की करिबे तार
विद्या
विद्या
कुले
Kule
की
ki
कोरी
kori
बेटा
betara
अहंकारे मत हया निताय पद पासारिया
अहंकार
अहंकारे
मत
मताया
हाया
नित्य
नित्य
पद
पद
पासारिया
पसारिया
असत रे सत्य करी माने
सतरे
Asatare
सत्य
करी
करी
मानी
मानी
Satyakari
निताय करुणा हबे ब्रज राधा कृष्णा पावे निताय
नितायरा करुणा
करुणा
हवे
हवे
प्रजा
ब्रज
राधा
Rajarada
कृष्ण
Krishna
पावे
धरनी तायर चरण खाने
धरण
नितायर
तायर चरण
चरण
दुखानी
दुखानी
निताय चरण सच्चा तन्हारा सेवक नित्य
ताईरा चरण
Charana
सत्य
Satya
तारा
तन्हारा
सेवक
सेवक
नित्य
नित्य
निताय पद सादा कर आशा
निताय
निताय
पद
पद सदा करो आशा
नरोत्तम बोर दुखी निताय मोरे कर सुखी
नरोत्तम बड़ दुखी
निताय
निताय
मोरे
मोरा
करो
कर
सुखी
सुखी
राखो रंग शरणेर पासा
रखो रंग
चरणिर
शरणेर
पास
जय निताय जय निताय जय निताय जय निताय
जय
जय
निताय जय निताय
दयाल निताय दयाल निताय दयाल निताय दयाल निताय
दया निताय दया निताय दया निताय दया
This particular song was so special by Sheila Chajadev. So
I was thinking the same. And the kirtan used to be so ecstatic, you know, when he used to chant this kirtan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And his hand movements, and
Yeah.
too much of sweetness. Yeah.
Too much sweetness.
Okay, then we can sing a song for Mahaprabhu. Today we can try and sing Gorangera Dhutipada.
Gai Goramadar, sorry. No. Okay.
Let's try and do this one. Champakalata didi would like to chant.
Yeah, you try, Prabhu.
Hey, okay.
Gorangera Dhutipada Jaradhana Sampada
Gorangera
Dhutipada
Dhutipada Jaradhana Sampada
Tejane Bhakti Rasasar
Tejane Bhakti Rasasar
Gorangera Madhur Lila Yara Karne Pravesh Lila
Gorangera Madhur Lila
Hidaya Nirmala Bhelotar
Hidaya Nirmala Bhelotar
Gorangir Namaloy Tara Hoy Prema Joy
Gorangera Namaloy Tara Hoy Prema Joy
Hoy Tare Moi Jaya Balihari
Tare Moi
Goranga Gunite Jure Nichalila Tare Sure
Goranga Gunite Jure Nityalila Tare Sure
Jana Bhakati Adhikari
Jane Bhakti Adhikari
Gorangera Sangi Gane Nitya Siddha Kori Mane
Gorangera Sankirtane Nitya Siddha Kari Mane
Jai Brajendra Sutapa
Jai Rajendra Sutapatha
Gaura Mandala Bhumi Jeba Jane Chintamani
Gaura Mandala Bhumi Jagajane Chintamani
Tara Hoy Braje Bhume Basha
Tarahaya Raja Bhumi Vasa
Pura Prema Rashanave Setarange Jebadube
Gora Prema Rasarnave Setaranga
Jabe
Devadube
Dube
Radha Madhava Antaranga
Radha Madhava Antaranga
Vihe Bhava Nite Thake Agoranga Bole Dake
Bhavane Te Take Habanga Bole Take
Narotama Mangetara Sangha
Narottama Mangetara Sangha
Hari, Jaya Gora Hari.
Jaya Gaura Hari, Jaya Gaura Hari,
Gaura Hari, Jaya Gaura Hari.
Jai Gora Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
Jai Guru Hari Bol, Hari Bol,
Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
Conclude with Hare Haraya Nama Krishna. Hare Haraya Nama Krishna Jadavaya Namaha.
Hari
Hari
Haraya Nama
Haraya
Krishna
Nama Krishna
Jadavaya
Jadavaya
Namaha.
Hari Haraya Nama Krishna Jadavaya Namaha.
Hari
Hari
Haraya Nama
Haraya Nama
Krishna
Krishna
Jadavaya
Jadavaya
Namaha.
Madhavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namaha.
Yadavaya
Yadavaya
Madhavaya
Madhavaya
Keshavaya
Keshavaya
Namaha.
Namaha.
Gopal Govinda Ram Sri Madhusudana.
Gopal
Gopal
Govinda Sri
Govindaram Sri
Madhusudana.
Madhusudanam.
Giridhari Gopinath Madana Mohana.
Giridhari
Giridhari
Gopinath
Gopinath
Madana
Madana
Mohana.
Mohana.
Chaitanya Nityananda Shri Advaita Chandra.
Sri Chaitanya
Chaitanya
Nityananda Sri
Nityananda Sri
Advaita
Advaita
Chandra.
Chandra.
Radhara Shiva Shadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Gadadhara
Radha Shiva
Srivasadi
Sadi
Gaura
Gaura
Bhakta
Bhakta
Vrinda.
Vrinda.
Jaya Rupa Sanatan Bhatta
Jaya
Raghunatha.
Rupa
Rupa
Sanatan
Sanatana
Bhatta
Bhatta
Raghunatha.
Raghunatha.
Jiva Gopala Bhatta Dasa Raghunatha.
Jiva Gopala
Jiva
Bhatta
Gopala
Dasa
Bhatta Dasa
Raghunatha.
Raghunatha.
Echai Goshai Kori Charana Vandana.
Echai Gosari
Jai
Gori
Gosai Kori
Charana
Charana
Vandana.
Vandana.
Jaha Hoite Vignana Shabdishta Purana.
Jaha Vite Vignana Sabhishta Purana.
Echai Goshai Jar Mohitar Dasha.
Echai Gosari Jar
Jai
Mohitara
Jaramudara
Dasa.
Dasa.
Dasavara Padarenu Mora Panchagrasha.
Dasavara
Sabara
Padarenu
Parari
Mora
Mura
Panchagrasa.
Panchagrasa.
Adi Charana Siddhi Bhakta Shane Basha.
Radhe Charana Sevi
Charana
Bhakta
Sevi Bhaktashana
Sanivasa.
Basa.
Janame Janame More Abhilasha.
Janame Janame More
Janame
Abhilasa.
Abhilasa.
Echai Goshai Jabbe Braje Kula Basha.
Echai
Jai
Gosari Jabe
Gosai
Raja
Jabe
Kaile
Braja Kula
Vasa.
Basa.
Radha Krishna Nitya Lila Khorila Prakasha.
Radha Krishna
Radha
Nitya
Krishna
Lila
Nitya Lila
Kurila
Lila
Prakasa.
Prakasa.
Anande Bolo Hari Bhaja Vrindavana.
Anande Bolo Hari Bhaja Vrindavana.
Shri Guru Vaishnava Pade Majai Amana.
Sri Guru Vaishnava Pade Majai Amana.
Shri Guru Vaishnava Pad Padma Kori Asha.
Sri Guru Vaishnava Pad Padma Kari Hasa.
Hari Nama Sankirtana Kore Naratama Dasha.
Harinama
Nama
Sankirtana Kore
Sankirtana
Narottama
Narottama
Dasa.
Dasa.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare
Hare.
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare.
Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare.
Jaya Gauranitai 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 Jaya Gauranitai
Jaya
Jaya
Gauranita, Jaya
Gauranita, Jaya
Gauranita,
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 Jaya
Jaya Gauranita.
Gauranita.
Jaya Gauranitai 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 Jaya Gauranitai
Jaya
Jaya
Gauranita,
Gauranita,
Jaya
Jaya
Gauranita,
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 Jaya
Jaya
Gauranita.
Gauranita.
Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol
Nitai
Jaya
Gaura
Gaura
Hari
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 Bol.
Bol,
Bol,
Hari Bol, Hari
Hari
Bol, Nitya
Bol,
Gaura Hari
Hari
Bol.
Bol.
Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol
Nitya
Jaya
Gaura
Gaura
Hari
Hari
Bol,
Bol, Hari
Hari
Bol.
Bol,
Hare
Hari
Bol,
Bol, Nitya
Hare
Gaura
Bol.
Hari Bol.
Nitai Bhuk Premanande Hari Hari
Hari Bol.
Jai Pakora Shri Shri Guru Gauranga Gandharva Govinda Sandhar Ji Ki
Jai,
Jai Shri Shri Guru Gaur Nityananda Ji Ki
Jai,
Jayam Vishwāda Paramahansa Parivraj Virajyavari Ashtatar Sata Shri Shri Bhakti Nirmala Chaja Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai
Jai,
Jayam Vishwāda Paramahansa Parivraj Virajyavari Ashtatar Sata Shri Shri Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai
Jai,
Jayam Vishwāda Paramahansa Parivraj Virajyavari Ashtatar Sata Shri Shri Bhakti Rakak Sridhar Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai
Jai,
Jayam Vishwāda Bhagavan Shri Shri Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Maharaj Prabhupada Ki
Jai,
Om Vishwāda Shri Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai
Jai,
Om Vishwāda Shri Shri Satchidananda Bhakti Thakur Ki Jai Om
Jai,
Vishwāda Shri Shri Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai
Jai,
Shri Rupanuga Guru Varga Ki Jai Ananta Koti
Jai,
Vaishnava Ki Jai
Jai,
Namacharya Shri Haridas Thakur Ki Jai
Jai,
Asha Prasad Shri Nityananda Prabhu Ki Jai Asha Prasad Chiman Mahaprabhu Ki Jai
Jai,
Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopinath Shyamakunda Radha Giri Govardhan Ki Jai
Jai,
Shuddha Bhakti Vigna Vinashay Shri Nishingadev Ki Jai Shri
Jai,
Bhakta Prabhar Prahlad Maharaj Ki Jai
Jai,
Shri Ganga Jamunamai Ki Jai
Jai,
Shri Vrinda Devi Tulasi Devi Bhakti Devi Ki Jai
Jai,
Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam Chaitanya Charitamrita Ki Jai
Jai,
Bhakkaramach Raja Shri Chaitanya Mat Ki Jai
Jai,
Shri Chaitanya Saraswat Mat Ki Jai
Jai,
Shri Mayapur Navadip Dham Ki Jai
Jai,
Shri Vrindavan Purushotam Dham Ki Jai
Jai,
Shri Jagannath Khetra Ki Jai
Jai,
Garbhavas Ekra Chakra Dham Ki Jai
Jai,
Shri Bir Chandrapur Ki Jai
Jai,
Shri Bamunpara Shri Hapanya Dham Ki Jai
Jai,
Samavekta Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai Samavekta
Jai,
Vaishnava Mandala Ki Jai
Jai,
all the assembled devotees Ki Jai all the
Jai.
worldwide devotees Ki Jai Shri Harinam Sankirtan Nitai Bhut Premanande Hari Hari
Hari Hari Bol.
Dhanyavad.
Hare
Dhanyavad.
Krishna Kinkada Prabhu Ki Jai.
These to be my offenses.
So,
Hare Krishna.
Hare So thank you everyone for coming. And next week we're going to be having a series of talks on the care and growing and the pastimes of Tulsi with Satish Prabhu from West London, and we'll be at the West London Map. So looking forward to that next week. So please join. Yeah. Krishna Nandini will be sending out leaflets soon, and we just wanted to say, we're really fortunate to have the blessings of our Acharya Maharaj for this program, and thank you all the devotees for joining every week, and all those that are also watching that can't make it. So my humble Dandavat Pranam.
Nirjal
Dhanyavad.
is on the 21st. It's next week, Tuesday. And I thought we'd just say it's on 21st. It's on
21st,
Monday.
the
Yeah, it's on
Monday.
Monday. So I just
Nirjala Ekadashi.
actually read just a few. Shridhar Maharaj explains the history behind this Ekadasi. So I'll just read just a few little bits.
Excellent.
Yes. Shilashidhar Maharaj explains the history behind Nirjala Ekadasi. Bhima could not control his hunger. His hunger was like a serious disease. So he approached Vedavyas and said, there are many stories in the Shastras in praise of observing Ekadasi, but it is not possible for me to fast. I can't tolerate hunger. So how can I observe Ekadasi? Please recommend something for me. Srila Vedavyas then advised, you must observe at least one Ekadasi in the year. This Pandava Nirjala Ekadasi. At this hottest time of the year, you shall not take even one drop of water. So it was sanctioned like that. Bhima observed only one Ekadasi without a drop of water. Of course, this concession was made for the Pandava Bhima, also known by the epithet Vikrodara, the voracious eater, in the Dwapara Yuga. But some devotees who have not strictly or properly followed Ekadasi throughout the year observe this Nirjala Ekadasi as a way of atoning for their transgressions. Generally, though, such strict fasting is not recommended. In the Golden Staircase, Srila Guru Maharaj says, it is described in the Shastras that in Satya Yuga, as long as a man's bone exists, that is how long he will live. Along with the longevity of the bones, the life will be there. In Treta Yuga, life may be maintained by the nervous system. And it is stated that in Kali Yuga, one's longevity depends on food. In Kali Yuga, it is not possible to live without food. The only continuous fast allowed in Kali Yuga is for 24 hours, not more than that. 24-hour fasting is the maximum allowed because without food, a man cannot survive. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada did not advocate unnecessary fasting either. His maxim was, take full prasad and do full seva. He preached, take whatever is necessary for the cause of Krishna, not for your own cause. You are Krishna's. If you grow weak, your service will be hampered and you will be the loser. So take full prasadam and do full service. Thank you.
Jai Shri Bhakti Rakha Sridhar Dev Goswami Maharaj ki jai.
Jai.
Shri Nirjala Ekadashi ki jai.
Jai.
So take full
Hare
prasadam and do full seva. Be strong.
Yes, so we can, our gurus are, we are following the instructions of our gurus. That is highest for us. So in Dwapara Yuga, Satya Yuga, Treta Yuga, there were certain rules and regulations that had to be followed. But as it is explained in Kali Yuga, food is necessary and rest is also necessary. The two things are very important. Srila Gurudev says, food and rest. So we will take when our service is being hampered, then we must take some prasadam. But not that we will take a full feast, we must try to observe the Ekadashi. And if we are feeling some, lack of energy, we'll try and take some liquids or some fruits, and then at least by lunchtime try and take, some Ekadashi Anukalpa meal by that time to get proper energy. Service should not be hampered in any way, because when our service becomes hampered, actually we disturb the other devotees. That's what actually happens, and it's not good for us. Service is always seen as highest. Jai Gurudev.
Jai.
Take care, everybody.
Thank
We'll
you.
meet again next
Looking
week.
forward to seeing you all next week, Saturday. Take care and stay
Hare
safe.
Krishna.
Pranams to you
Bye-bye.
all. This is a very special program for me. Thank you.
Jai Gurudev. Thank you, Didi.
Thank you.
Bye.
Dhanyavad.
everyone.